You never get a second chance to make a first impression. It's a cliché, but rooted in scientific truth. Our brains make rapid judgments about people. Impressions form within milliseconds. This happens before we process a single word. Think about meeting someone new. What do you notice first? Their smile, their clothing, the way they shake your hand? These details contribute to a powerful first impression. Our brains scan for cues to decipher the world. We determine if someone is friend or foe, trustworthy or suspicious. This instinct is a survival mechanism. It's honed over millions of years of evolution. In today's world, first impressions are crucial. They can make or break a job interview, a business deal, or a romantic relationship. First impressions are not limited to specific cultures or social settings. They are a universal language, a fundamental aspect of human interaction. Whether we're in a bustling marketplace in Marrakesh or a high-rise office in New York City, our brains are constantly evaluating the people around us. Consider the animal kingdom. Animals rely heavily on first impressions for survival. A gazelle encountering a lion has mere seconds to assess the threat and decide whether to flee. This instinctive split-second judgment can mean the difference between life and death. Similarly, humans have developed intricate social cues to navigate our complex world. A firm handshake conveys confidence, while avoiding eye contact might signal nervousness or distrust. These non-verbal cues are often more powerful than words, shaping how others perceive us. The importance of first impressions transcends geographical boundaries and cultural norms. They are a testament to our shared human experience, a reminder that, despite our differences, we are all wired with the same basic instincts for connection and assessment. Why do we place so much emphasis on first impressions? The answer lies in our evolutionary past. Our ancestors lived in a world where survival depended on quickly identifying potential threats. Judging others based on limited information was a matter of life and death. Those who could accurately assess trustworthiness and strength were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. This evolutionary pressure has shaped our brains to prioritize certain traits when forming first impressions. We are naturally drawn to individuals who appear confident, competent and trustworthy, as these qualities suggest potential allies in the race. This ancient wiring continues to influence us today. Even though we no longer face the same survival threats as our ancestors, our brains still rely on these rapid judgments to navigate the social world. This evolutionary perspective helps us understand why first impressions are so powerful and often outside our conscious control. They are a product of millions of years of natural selection, a reminder that our social instincts are deeply rooted in our biology. According to Harvard psychologist Dr. Alexander Todorov, our brains judge people on two primary dimensions: trustworthiness and dominance. Trustworthiness relates to whether we perceive someone as friendly or approachable, while dominance refers to their perceived status or power. These two dimensions influence a wide range of social judgments. For example, we are more likely to trust someone we perceive as trustworthy, and we may be more inclined to follow the lead of someone who appears dominant. Interestingly, research suggests that our brains prioritize trustworthiness over dominance. This makes sense from an evolutionary standpoint. It was more critical for our ancestors to identify potential threats than to assess social status. A trustworthy individual might offer support and collaboration, while a dominant one might pose a challenge to resources or safety. Understanding these two fundamental dimensions of social perception can help us make more informed choices about how we present ourselves to others. By projecting trustworthiness and conveying appropriate levels of dominance, we can influence how others perceive us and create more positive first impressions. Section 5. The power of posture, body language speaks volumes. While our words convey information, our bodies speak a language all their own. Non-verbal cues such as posture, gestures and facial expressions shape first impressions. Social psychologist Amy Cuddy's research shows body language impacts self-perception and how others see us. Adopting power poses can increase confidence and decrease stress. These changes are detectable by others. Standing tall and making eye contact signals comfort and control. This impacts how others perceive our competence and trustworthiness. Section 6. Beyond words, the art of active listening. While projecting confidence and trustworthiness is crucial, first impressions are not just about how we present ourselves. They are also about how we make others feel. Active listening is a powerful tool for building rapport and creating a positive first encounter. Active listening involves paying close attention to what the other person is saying, both verbally and non-verbally. It means putting aside distractions, maintaining eye contact, and asking clarifying questions to demonstrate genuine interest. When we listen actively, we make the other person feel heard and valued. This simple act of focused attention can foster a sense of connection and build trust. It shows that we are not just waiting for their turn to speak, but are genuinely interested in what the other person has to say. In a world dominated by distractions, practicing active listening can set us apart. It demonstrates respect, empathy, and a willingness to connect, qualities that leave a lasting positive impression. Section 7. The halo effect. When first impressions linger. First impressions are not easily forgotten. Once formed, they can create a lasting halo effect that colors our perceptions of someone, even in the face of contradictory evidence. This cognitive bias illustrates the powerful and enduring nature of initial judgments. If we perceive someone as intelligent and competent based on a first impression, we are more likely to interpret their subsequent actions in a positive light, even if those actions are flawed or inconsistent. Conversely, a negative first impression can create a negative halo, making it challenging to overcome initial judgments, even if the person later exhibits positive qualities. This phenomenon highlights the importance of making a conscious effort to form accurate and unbiased first impressions. It also underscores the need to be mindful of the halo effect in our own judgments. Recognizing the halo effect can help us become more objective in our assessments of others. It encourages us to look beyond initial impressions and seek a deeper understanding of individuals, even if those first encounters were less than ideal. Section 8. Mastering the moment, actionable tips for lasting impressions. First impressions are formed rapidly, but we can shape them. Understand the science behind snap judgments to cultivate a positive presence. Here are a few actionable tips to master first impressions. Stand tall, make eye contact and offer a firm handshake. Project confidence to appear trustworthy and capable. Dress appropriately for the occasion. Pay attention to your posture, gestures and facial expressions. Smile genuinely and maintain open body language. Show genuine interest in others and listen actively. Be punctual and prepared. Master these techniques to create positive connections. We are all ambassadors of our own universe. Make that first encounter a stellar one.